Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. CheChe here to give you your June 2022 Gemini season readings, okay? For this video, we'll be focusing on Aries, okay? Before we jump into the reading, please make sure you like, share, subscribe this video, subscribe to my channel, okay? Like and share this video. And yes, just thank you in advance for your love and support. Like I said, we're going to read for Aries for this reading, but before we begin, let's start with 5 deep breaths. I want you to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Breathe in. All right, and take a sip of your beverage. I've got my fur baby Conan here. It's actually his birthday today, so happy birthday, Conan. Shout out to all the Geminis. Everyone's celebrating their birthday. Cheers to you. Happy birthday, baby. Think about where you want to go later, okay? And we'll totally do it. All right, so put my phone here. And like I said, we're going to be reading for Gemini season. I'll just say for Gemini season, okay, for Aries or for June, okay? Or just for the month of June. For the month of June, okay? For Aries. And let's go with the Morgan Greer deck. Okay, all the cards have already been cleansed and the space has been saged out and all that, okay? So I'm just going to get right into the reading. I went to dance class last night and I hurt my hand by bamming on the ground. So, yeah, she's a little sore today. So just bear with me. This shuffle should be fine, but just in advance, my hand is hurting, okay? All right, so we've done our deep breaths. Oh, why am I so like chatty? Okay, that's pure Gemini energy right there. Just feeling more chatty. We are in an air sign. Okay, we shifted from earthy Taurus into airy Gemini season. Okay, um, so this reading is for June, for Aries. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna do a 3-card spread, okay? I was thinking about doing a Celtic cross spread for each sign, but this is gonna take up too much time. All right. So, like the last videos I did for the end of May, if you did not see those, please go back and check those out. You may find messages that apply for you, and this reading will apply for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So 3 pop out cards for Aries for June. 3 pop out cards for Aries. Those like fell out. Should I keep them? We'll keep them. All right, one more pop out card for Aries. Okay, that one flew out. All right, bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Overall, the Fool. Okay, the Aries card. Love it. All right, so bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Love that card. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. So the 3 cards that popped out for Aries is the King of Swords, Gemini energy. This is air energy, masculine air energy. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We are in Gemini season. The second card that popped out is the Moon in reverse. This is Cancer and or Pisces energy, but water ultimately, okay? And the final card that popped out is 8 swords, 8 of swords in the upright. Okay, your overall card is the Fool card. Okay, which is Aries energy, is the very first card in tarot. Okay, it sets off the tarot story. Okay, the Fool, and that's your overall energy. So we're going to clarify each column. All right, and I'm going to clarify with the traditional Rider Waite deck, and I will try to remember to, I didn't include the links last time. I'll try to include links this time for the decks that we use, okay? So, for the first card, like I said, this is masculine air energy. So, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. With this King of Swords, we see that he has his sword in hand. He is facing, looking straight at the sword, which represents truth, um, clarity, ideas, communication. Okay, that's all air energy. And so, with this Gemini season, you can expect to see an increase in communication. I know myself, I've been more chatty lately, not so much minding the small talk. I usually don't really care for small talk, but now, not so much with the Gemini season. People just seem more friendly and light and not so heavy. It's warmer outside, so the energy just picks up with Gemini season. So with this King of Swords, again, it's represent masculine air energy, and this is the highest of the air suit, okay? Because in tarot, you have four elements: air, fire, water, earth. And so it starts with the ace, it ends with the king. So this is, the most exalted air energy. This is the strategist, the mastermind, someone that is very sharp, really keen on ideas, a great communicator, someone with ideas, a visionary. Okay. So again, we're going to clarify each of these columns, clarify the King of Swords, pop out cards. I'm seeing blue represents honesty and truth, green, growth, putting those ideas into practice for growth, for success, the King of Swords, he's I said what I said, I say what I mean, and I mean what I say type of man. He may or may not be a man of few words, but his words are meaningful, they matter. Oh wow, the Eight of Swords came out again, y'all, but this time it's in reverse. Second card is the Strength. Okay, so Aries, like clarifying the King of Swords is reverse Eight of Swords, and the Strength card, which is a number 8 card. So you have two eights that popped out, which I find significant. Okay, two 8 cards that just popped out: air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and fire energy, specifically Leo. This is the Leo card. It's number 8 card. And we see this maiden. She's here. She looks calm and she's taming the beast. Her hands are literally in the lion's mouth, taming this wild lion. Okay. But all around her is sunshine, yellow, confidence, power, right? Solar plexus energy. So when I see these two cards, representing the King of Swords that's in the past position, it feels like you came from this place where you were sharp, you were on your stuff, you were clear about a vision, clear about an idea. Whereas, maybe you were in your head, you were feeling mentally stuck, because the Eight of Swords, again, it's air energy. And with the Eight of Swords, we see this person, they're bound up, they're blindfolded, and they're surrounded by Eight of Swords, but they're not enclosed, right? They're not caged in with these swords. And also, although, the blindfold is on, although their hands are behind their back, and, they are, wrapped up, could they shimmy out of those ropes? Is it just loose enough to get out, or are they really bound? One foot is on land, one foot is on water. So this card usually represents being in your head, being mentally stuck, making things, worse than they really are, worse than they appear. And, kind of like self sabotage, just allowing yourself to be defeated rather than doing everything in your power to get out of the situation. So when this card is in reverse, it's coming out of that mindset of, oh, I don't know what to do, playing the victim, playing stupid, just acting like, oh my God, I just don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Get out of there. Okay. So with that card paired with the Strength card, I think it's awesome, because it's saying having the strength to get yourself out of the situation, having the strength to get yourself unmentally stuck. Maybe you were bound by some hurtful communication, maybe a conversation that just really got you in the pits and just really had you feeling bound up, maybe not literally or physically bound, but mentally bound, emotionally bound, where you felt like you didn't have the strength to communicate how you felt, but then you pulled yourself out of that and had the strength to communicate, to get right into the mouth and say, this is what I need to do, this is what I need, this is what I will not tolerate, these are what my boundaries are. So I like that these cards are clarifying the King of Swords. I feel like it's coming from a very mentally clear place. So the second card is the reverse moon card. Two pop out cards for the reverse moon. Two pop out. Okay. bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. Reverse moon is being clarified by the Four of Swords, more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and the King of Cups, exalted. Remember, the king is the highest. So this cups is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. After Gemini season, we do move into Cancer season. So we have two Cancer cards in this center column, all right? And again, what's clarifying the reverse moon? These two cards here together, okay? So first, the reverse moon card in the upright, it is Cancer energy. You know, Cancer represents the moon. Some readers also interpret this as Pisces energy, but I read it as Cancer, okay? And with the moon card, it represents your emotions. It could represent your shadow side, the side, excuse me, that you really don't show the world, okay? If you know your moon sign, think about it, that represents, you know, your hidden self, your emotional self, you know, your innermost self, okay? So with the moon, we see, you know, this wolf and this dog, and you know, it kind of gives, you know, because how like dogs used to be wolves, like it comes from that family, whatever. It's like the wild versus the tame, right? The domesticated versus the undomesticated, you know, like where's that fine line between wildness and boundaries, you know? And with this moon, you know, this beautiful full moon yellow, we know full moons represents illuminations, things coming to light, full circle, revelations, all right? And in this card, we also see this Scorpio, this lobster. What is it? I guess it's a lobster. I think it's usually a Scorpio coming out of the water, but this one looks, it's giving lobster for this one, okay? So anyway, this crustacean is, you know, rising from the waters, okay, right on this path, this center line that is dividing this dog and this wolf, this coyote, this jackal, whatever, you know, this wild dog versus domesticated dog. I just feel the need to keep saying that, you know. So this is upright, but when the moon is in reverse, this could mean perhaps suppressing emotion, perhaps suppressing your feelings and how you feel. So with this moon card being clarified by the Four of Swords, we see this person, they are, you know, laid out on this, looks like a gold coffin to me, okay? But they're laid out, the hands are in prayer pose over their heart chakra, and they're looking at the Three of Swords, which in traditional tarot, the Three of Swords represents heartbreak, heartfelt communication, your hurtful communication, heart disease, heart illness, okay, grief of the heart, whatever. It's just that's what the Three of Swords represents. So when I see the Four of Swords, it's giving the energy of reflecting on what hurt you, and then finding and allowing yourself to rehabilitate and rest enough, and reflect, because we are still in Mercury retrograde. Actually, I want to say today kicks off the post shadow. No, this week we'll enter the post shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, okay? So it's as if, you know, taking that pause, taking that moment to rest, you know, or it could even literally be a hangover, you know, where you're just literally in a position where you're laid out, or maybe even recovering from minor surgery. But you're just in a position where you're on your back and you're just having no choice but to think and reflect and remember and to really feel your feelings, right? You got to feel to heal, right? So if you are, you know, in the state where you were focused on this, you know, hurtful communication, this hurtful energy, and you know, allowing yourself, King of Cups energy, to be strong in your emotions, right? Because the King of Cups energy, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is a masculine energy that is secure in their emotions. They can express how they feel. They are someone that has love, that has compassion, that has empathy, that has understanding. You know, this is a man or a masculine energy that is sure, that is emotionally secure, that is emotionally intelligent, and they're not crying all over the place. They're not emotionally manipulative. If this card was in reverse, this is someone that is emotionally manipulative. Like they're emotionally smart, but they're using it for bad reasons or for malicious intent. Okay, so when the King of Cups is upright, paired with the Four of Swords, I feel like this is someone that is, you know, slow to speak, you know, processing, but really processing their feelings, okay? And again, like, you know, it's given kind of like suppression, but in the name of like self-preservation is what it's giving me. Like, you know, That's what it's giving me, like, going within for the sake of healing, okay? And the third card, Eight of Swords, again, this card came out twice in your reading, okay? An eight card, and in the future position, it's in the upright. So even though it's in a different deck, the illustration is still pretty much the same. She's surrounded by Eight of Swords, but she's not closed in, she's not caged in. And yes, she's blindfolded, yes, she's bound, but how tight are those restrictions? How tight are those boundaries, Is she keeping herself there or not? So we see this woman, this feminine energy. She's dripped in red, the color of boldness, courage. Aries, this is pure air. Like, it looks like an Aries woman to me. Long dark hair with a red dress. It's given Aries energy to me. Okay, so two cards just popped out together. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Swords. I mean, Nine of Swords. What the hell, Aries? Okay, so the two cards that popped out to clarify the Eight of Swords is the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, again, Cups energy is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this is about a relationship, a partnership. Okay, it takes two, baby. Right, so this person is standing firm. This person is walking towards them. It looks like this person looks like they're extending their hand. So this card reminds us about giving and receiving, being present, seeing eye to eye, sharing what you have, receiving what someone else has. Okay, and with the Seven of Pentacles energy, this is Earth, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We just came out of Taurus energy. The next Earth sign will be Virgo in late August. And the Seven of Pentacles, seven is the number of completion, right? And when I see the Seven of Pentacles energy, we see this farmer. They're looking at, the seven pentacles they've harvested, and, they're taking, a gaze of what they've accomplished so far, right? But I can't help but to feel like there's an energy of like despair in their shoulders, like, like, is it a sigh of relief, or is it a sigh of like resentment, a sigh of like, is this all it is? Like, do I want to create an eighth pentacle? Do I want to create another cycle, another, you know, metal, another circle around the sun, like another one of these? Do I know want another one of these? And when I see it with this Two of Cups energy clarifying the Eight of Swords, I feel like it's you choosing to be in your head about a partnership, about a relationship. Maybe it's a relationship that has taken place over 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years, or, going back to put yourself mentally stuck in a situation of a 7-year cycle. Um, but yeah, in the future position, I just feel like just getting in your own way. I feel like it's like self-sabotaging energy regarding what you're able to create for yourself and what you're able to create with someone. Because again, bottom of the deck is the 3 a.m. card, waking up in the middle of the night with like nightmares and night terrors or insomnia, not able to fall asleep, can't stop the thoughts in your head. So it's like you came from this very strong and an empowered place, and allowed yourself to go within to where you're just keeping yourself mentally, you're keeping yourself in a mental space that you don't have to be, with the overall call, the Fool. Clarifying the Fool, again, it's the first card in the tarot, and we see, beautiful yellow sky. The sun is peeking in the corner. We see this person with their sack on their back. We see the beautiful white rose that represents a rebirth, a new beginning, a fresh new start. It is the Gemini new moon today, so I love to see this white rose here. We see this dog, his companion, his loyal companion, right by his side, okay, ready to take on, the Fool. It's zero, it's the portal, it's the beginning, okay, it's the seed of creation, it's the intention. All right, so what do you feel like you want to be a fool for? Some people like to be a fool for love, but in regards to like what you're willing to start, and it doesn't matter how little, you're excited to begin this new beginning. Okay, so this is the overall energy what you need to focus on. So the Fool. Oh, the Moon card came out again. And the Queen of Pentacles. And wow, look at this, y'all. Ooh. Okay. So this is the overall card, the Fool card, and it's being clarified by the Moon and then the whole nother deck, and the Queen of Pentacles. Do you see the similarity in the moon face and the Queen of Pentacles? You see that? So it's literally like just allowing yourself to be vulnerable, like really focusing on your heart because if you focus on your heart, if you focus on what you love, the money will come, you feeling comfortable in yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles, she is feminine earth energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we just came out of this Taurus energy, and this is a woman that it has built a foundation for herself. She is, and it doesn't have to be a woman, but it's just the feminine energy of flow, right? So the money is flowing in. She's built financial security for herself by allowing her feminine energy to be utilized and resourceful, right? To be collaborative, right? To allow yourself to grow, to not be so rigid and fixated. Feminine energy is flow, right? So the flowing into abundance is focusing on your emotions, focusing on what you truly love, what you enjoy, because again, like I said, with the moon, this is like what you really don't show the world. So if it's something, a part of you that you have yet to show the world, and you're like, I don't know, you've been getting in your head like, I don't know if I want to share this with the world, I don't know if I want to, keep, debating on if I want to do this or not. It's like, no, just go ahead and focus on what you want. It's okay to start again. It's okay to start new. It's okay to start and not know everything. Aries energy is at first, think later. Okay. So don't allow this Gemini season energy to get you all up in your head and get you second guessing yourself, because that's what we love about you, Aries. Your ability to really take care of yourself and to be selfish and to take care of your needs and to say me first. With this Gemini energy, there is going to be a desire to collaborate and to be with other people, and I'm saying, don't allow yourself to get so fixated in what doesn't matter. Like, what matters is you. What matters is your happiness. What matters is being clear on your happiness and your fulfillment. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the reading there. Oh, gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so in this reading, you had the Eight of Swords and the Moon pop out twice, both times, one in the upright, one in the reverse. Okay, so get mentally unstuck. Okay, get mentally unstuck about your emotions. If it's something that's weighing on your heart, okay, look, the intuition, the mind, or the gut intuition, whatever, but the mind, right? The heart. They meet in the throat, okay? So if there's something that's got you mentally overwhelmed, Aries, and it's weighing on your heart, it's weighing on your energy, they meet in the middle. Use your throat chakra to speak. Use your throat chakra to speak. Use your throat chakra to speak. Okay, that's what we love about you, Aries. Don't hold back. Okay, don't allow Gemini season, this post eclipse, post Mercury retrograde, post shadow period to get you back mentally stuck. Get out of there. You've done that before. You had the strength to pull yourself out of it. You could do it again. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. Thank you so much, Aries. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Please drop down in the comments what resonated for you, and I'll see you for the next readings. Bye.